Welcome back to another video with your boy Iliasatl Reacts. Usually on this channel, yes, I am reacting to videos and things that you guys send me or whatever I decide to react to. It could be my friends' videos, whatever the case may be. But in today's video, it's a little bit different. I'll be telling you guys about a lot of different things. A question that I always get: how do you pull these girls? How do you get these girls? How do you get this girl to be in your video? How do you do this? How do you do that? And most of the time I get those questions on Iliasatl, that channel, or Iliasatl Vlogs. If you guys know what I post on there, or what I used to post, or what I mainly post on there, you know, the type of content I came in doing. Let me take you guys all the way back to middle school, or even just elementary school in general. So I grew up with 5 brothers, 2 sisters, and my sister, my second sister, she's little, she's young, so she was just born, and it wasn't that long ago. But as for most of my childhood, I can definitely say that I spent a lot of time with my brothers. Truly, I spent a lot of time with my brothers. The type of childhood that I had, I wasn't really with my mom that much. We would do things and things of that nature, but a lot of the times I was with my dad. Dad is a football coach. He's still coaching to this day. He coached me and all of my brothers through football all the way up until high school. Me, I didn't decide to play football in high school, but my older brother did and my younger brother did as well at Westlake. You guys may know them. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because growing up around men or being in a household full of boys, it really toughens you up for the real world extremely fast. Faster than you can realize while you're living in the moment. And I think that's exactly what happened with my childhood. I got brothers to talk to, whereas an only child, you don't have anyone to talk to besides your parents. So if you have some trouble or you need help with something, you go directly to that parent, whatever the case may be. Me, a lot of things I could ask my brothers, or I can just get their advice, because we were all 2 years apart. And my older brother is literally 4 days older than me. Facts. My older brother is 4 days older than me, and he's born in Colorado. He lives here in Atlanta, Georgia now, but that's a long story for a whole nother video. But let's stay on subject. Type of things that me and my brothers would do is go to the mall, hang out, shop, go to the movies with girls. We go outside in the front yard, play football all day till the freaking sun go down. We go riding our bikes up and down the neighborhood, playing basketball. We'll drag the basketball goal from backyard all the way to the front, and we'll be hooping out there the whole summer, no shirts on, and getting a tan like crazy. And we would go on a lot of trips. But as we got older and we began to get in high school, a lot of those things started to stop. And we were starting to, pay attention to ourselves and, how we dress and how we present ourselves and what we wear, all of those different things. Yes, me and my brothers was the brothers to share clothes and shoes when we went to school, and we used to stretch it and make it last long. Facts. My brothers used to help me with getting jobs. My older brother used to be very good at getting jobs, and he would just show me, oh yeah, you just sign up for an application and do it, and I will always have a job. I got my first job, I would think I was 16, 17. That was crazy. The reason why I brought that up and trying to tell you guys about my childhood is so you guys can have a little bit of background of why and how a guy like me could have so much confidence. A lot of my confidence, I think, it stems from me having a lot of brothers, you know what I mean? And just having a backbone, having support, having them around me. It showed me how to pour love and to put seeds in certain places where they'll grow, because your brothers is blood. That's all you have. You know what I mean? But also, don't have money to give your brothers, or, any materialistic things. There's always knowledge and wisdom to be gained. Everybody walks different pathways of life. You know what I mean? But man, we got older. We was going to high school. Me and my brothers was the type of brothers to literally be on FaceTime all night with girls, and literally like, man, we used to do challenges and bets. Like, man, we used to go to the mall. Who can get the most numbers would win this much money. And we would literally go to the mall, get in numbers, and come back to each other at the end before we leave and go home. Like, hey, who got the most numbers? Hey, you got this many, woo, woo. And we would go home and call them. Not noticing in that time period that we were actually preparing ourselves for the real world with talking to so many different people and women and just trying to get their number. We've come up with patterns, and we recognize different things like, hey, I should probably say this time. I probably shouldn't ask if she's single. I probably should just, hey, what's your number? I think you're beautiful. When you keep doing that, getting girls' numbers, you recognize patterns, and you recognize things what to say and what not to say. It's repetition. Repetition is the father of learning. So repetition in any area, that's what you're going to get. But not noticing at a young age, teenagers, middle school, we were already doing that. We were already, hey, because you can't be scared. You can't be afraid, because when you come back over here, we going to laugh and we going to joan. And we going to be like, man, nah, you soft, you scary. You ain't want to do it. You ain't want to really get a number. And that was never an option. Like, nobody could ever come back and be like, nah, I ain't get a number because I was scared. No, it was either you got the number or you didn't get the number. That progressed. We got older and we started FaceTime. And the things I could tell y'all, man, I can't even say on here, but if you know the Kick days and you know the Snapchat days, the challenges got even crazier and crazier. Long run, I think my childhood really prepared me to be able to talk to any type of woman, any type of female, because that's what we were already doing. That wasn't a challenge. Whereas some people, they grow up by themselves and all they have is their selves and their phone or internet and what they see others do. Me, I had the internet. I had my parents, but I also had my brothers. I had multiple options. Growing up, being rich is not always materialistic or money, but being rich in health and wealth and just having abundance of family members that can give you the right advice or correct advice. It'll have you skipping a lot of steps or mistakes that others created. So basically, that's how my upbringing shaped me. I didn't start off as a shy kid. I never was a shy kid. I don't even think I had the opportunity or a chance to be a shy kid. Even when, like, those kids go to school for the first time and they got to be with the other kids. It's emotional for parents because they want, but I don't think me and my siblings had those problems because we were already around other kids, our siblings, already at home, things of that nature. So I was never a shy kid, still to this day. That's just how I came up and how my upbringing shaped me. I can definitely tell you guys, I only had 2 insecurities. I'm thinking about it as if I bring up this subject. I only had 2 insecurities as I was growing up. 2. Only 2. A lot of people, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that. I only had 2 insecurities. 2. One was my teeth. It was my bottom row. My teeth wasn't shit. They was jacked up, bro. They was jacked up. They was one in front of the other. My bottom row was crazy, horrendous. Thank God for these braces. And then my last one, I think my first one, I was so short. Man, when I tell you I was short, man, I got so many stories about me being short. But when I say I was short, man, I was 5 foot in 9th grade, I think. 5'2", 5 foot, 5'2", 5'3", I don't know, 9th grade. That could tell you a lot. And elementary school, I was even shorter. Middle school, I was even shorter. I call myself a late bloomer or whatever you say. People go through puberty and don't got the growth spurt. Or whoever just short and who's small. Those are both of my insecurities that I had growing up in my childhood. It was my bottom row, my teeth, and me being short. One of them I could fix. The other, I couldn't fix. I can fix now, but it don't even affect me no more. I've learned to deal with it. And short people, you know what I'm talking about. Being short, I literally had so many girls tell me like, yeah, I would date you if only you were taller. Like literally, only I heard a girl told me that in high school. A girl told me that at the Boys and Girls Club in middle school. I can really count hella times where girls really told me that. And I didn't know I was that. I didn't know how short I was until I got taller. Man, I was like 4 something trying to like, bro, short. When I tell you short, I was short. When it comes to kids being tall, like who's the tallest, I was never up there. Never. I was always the shortest, the smallest. Even my teachers, like I think my 6th grade teacher, she made fun of me. She would laugh and stuff like that, but that would give me the confidence to go harder. And that didn't stem from like being social with kids and people and parents or whatever the case may be, or teachers. And that came from football, straight up football. Because when you got on that field, and one thing my dad instilled in me and me and my brothers is that it don't matter how big or how small someone is, man, you can have the skills. The smallest person on the field can hit the hardest. Facts. And to this day, I know that for a fact because I've been on that field and I've done that. And not only that, I've seen that. Literally, I've seen that. I've seen that so many times. But the smallest people can be the fastest on the field, or can catch the best and outshine everybody. And everybody like, oh, this guy's different. And you know, you earn a nickname real fast on the football field if you tough. If you hard, you earn If you hard, you earn a nickname anywhere. If you hard and you like that, you earn a nickname anywhere. I'm talking about if you in the hood playing football and they call you man or whatever the case may be, or you jumping man, wherever you go and you go 100% and you go hard at it, people gonna give you a nickname. Facts. So one thing I did definitely have instilled in me was, confidence, and not to care about what other people think, and just give it 100%. And that was just from my dad. Like he's not listening to nothing. He's not a man of excuses. I ain't even gonna lie. The way I grew up, you gave him an excuse, he bombed. He ain't even talking. That's pops. Facts. Now, on the other hand, my mother, she's in a career field where she's constantly communicating, constantly talking, constantly writing, sending out emails. My sister ended up graduating early at North Atlanta High School and enrolling into Harvard. And she enrolled into Harvard only to be on the debate team and argue points and things of that nature. I actually used to have my sister write my emails so much. Like, man, she's younger than me, much younger than me, but her ways of articulating her words, she was with my mother a lot, and that's what my mother do. That's what my mother does. I can remember from my childhood, man. I won a spelling bee contest. Let's talk about that. I won a spelling bee contest in elementary school. I was on the principal list in elementary school, honor roll, all of those things. Middle school, I was still doing good. High school was over with, but I credit a lot of that to my mom because, man, she did not play when it comes to articulating our words. Now, if you're from the South, just like I'm from the South, and I'm really from the South side. I'm from the South side of Atlanta, Georgia as well. But not only that, the United States, the country, we're on the South region, the Southeast region. So they usually say people from Georgia, Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee. All of those people are country. They have country accents. No, I couldn't hear it. My mother could hear it in words that we pronounce, me and my siblings, and she would constantly correct us. Like most people would say library, library. My mom would say, no, library. Brary, Brary. Remote, some people would say remote. Streets, people in Atlanta, street, they have a hard time pronouncing street. Street. But every time me and my siblings spoke the wrong way, my mother would correct us immediately. And I think that comes from her background and just not being from Atlanta, Georgia, and her being from Wisconsin. She's from up north, so they don't even talk like that at all. She did go to school down here, middle school and high school down here. But her childhood, she's from up north, so they talk proper and different. They don't shorten words and pronunciations so that it's easier for us to speak. That's honestly what Atlanta is known for. We shorten everything. You know, like even people down south, most people down south are supposed to say, I'm fixing to make me some food. I'm fixing to, you know, but what they actually say is, I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. I'm finna do this. Finna is not a word. And finna didn't come from finish, but it actually came from fixing. Does that make sense? So we take the original word and we turn it into something completely different. But I mean, that's what people do when you're talking to, you know, your friends and things of that nature. You can talk in slang and you don't have to be overly proper. You're having fun. You're laughing. You're being genuine. You're being authentic. Your authentic self is not being overly proper and watching your words. Whereas when you're in certain rooms, I'm in front of this person. You got to know your personnel. You got to know your environments, where to switch it and to speak properly and pronounce every syllable of every word. That's just how I grew up. You know what I mean? So now you guys can see where a lot of my confidence came. Now, I didn't even tell y'all, man. It got hectic with those words because I didn't want to sit there and learn and do all that and spelling. But my mom didn't play that. My mom didn't play that at all. Man, both of my parents were really great at really instilling self-worth into me and into my siblings. Self-worth is just... we never had like lows where we really just needed it from our parents, or we was going through something at school where we needed help and, about our confidence or things of that nature. Because even at home, we show our parents our clothes and we iron them and we lay them out fresh. That's just what me and my brothers did, and my siblings would, my sisters would do as well. They really instilled self-worth into us. I can say that because the type of parents that I had, they were lovey-dovey. They would always say I love you randomly, like I love you all. Wake up in the morning, your mom saying it. But a lot of people don't grow up like that, and you hear I love you so much from both of your parents. That's enough in itself. I don't need nobody. My parents love me, and I heard that and I felt that, and I move like that. But not only that, you also see your parents' pride in how they take pride into their businesses or what they wear and what they do. A lot of what I got comes from my dad and from my mom. My dad and my mom both know how to dress, but my mom is really well with dressing and fashion and, man, a lot of it, facts. And then my dad, man, I think I get the way I talk and the way I move literally from him. My mom would tell me all the time, like, you hear me laugh. Like, she used to tell me when she hears me laugh, like I laugh like my dad or whatever the case may be. A lot of people would tell me that. And even like when I was younger, my dad made me feel like, because my mom would try to hide and shield me from certain things, but my dad would make sure that I know that, you're getting older, talking to girls and liking girls, nothing's wrong with that. You're a man, but just know it's times and places to do it. Yes, I got in trouble at school and talk about, it's a whole nother story, but I got expelled from North Atlanta on the 11th floor near the elevator, near the bathroom. My dad was so frustrated with me. He was like, man, does that make sense? You could have did this, you could have did that. Whereas my stepmom and my mom was like, I'm so disgusted. That's crazy. I can't believe you were even at school. And that was my childhood. And even with me and my younger brother, getting caught up in like different girls' houses, and that was all me and my ideas, and just tag along with my brothers, and they tag along me with other things as well. But we went down together. We got in trouble together. We did things together, even if twin ain't even do what he wanted to do. We got in trouble together. That's one thing I can say about my siblings. We all got in trouble together. Definitely had self-worth, self-love. It was already instilled in me. My parents didn't play. They showed me love. I already knew I was it. You know what I mean? My social skills and how I learned to interact with people, I would definitely credit all of that to my mom. 100%. As far as I've gotten on YouTube and networking with the friends that I've had and the collabs and the things that I've done, I got that from my mom. It would be a lot of different things where she would force me, to get on the phone and speak for myself. She may be in the background, mouthing the words, but a lot of these times, if it was a dentist appointment that I wanted to go to or something like that, or a doctor's appointment or anything where I had to speak to an adult on the phone and, be a man and speak for yourself, that's what I had to do. Your mom forced you even when you didn't feel like it, and I was that kid like, I just want to get back to the video game. Why do I have to? Why? That was instilled in me. Confidence to talk to any adult. I was able to talk to any adult at that age, at middle school, elementary, because I wasn't afraid. I was doing it constantly with my mother. It would be over the phone, sometimes mouthing the words and what I say. It was really showing me how to take initiative and to book my own things or handle my business on my own. And that, you might be young and you got a squeaky baby voice, but you can still handle your business and you can still take the initiative to speak to these adults, just like a man that you're going to be. And that's what I did. And although I didn't like doing it, she made me do it. And I didn't know in that moment I was learning confidence, self-confidence, because it's two different things where you're able to talk to your siblings, or you're able to talk to your peers at school, or you're able to talk to kids that's on the same age level as you. And it's a whole nother ball game talking to an adult and elders, because you have to talk to them with this respect. And not only that, when you're talking to them, you're representing your mother, you're representing your father. So when you speak a certain way, they know how you're being raised. They know how smart you are. They know how smart you sound. So just pronounce your words and, every syllable of it. And that's what I learned. That's where I got a lot of my social speaking, communication skills, whatever you want to say. That's where I got a lot of that from. Now that I'm thinking about it, I used to get rejected a lot, like in middle school. Elementary school, that's crucial. I did have a few girls in elementary school, but not that many. Middle school, they got up there. But I'm telling y'all, you're probably wondering, like, how you get rejected so much, but you still had hella. That's how I go. That's literally the name of the game. See, when somebody in elementary school or middle school, and it was up to like 9th grade, 10th grade. So I say 5th grade to 10th grade. 5th grade to 10th grade. So 5th grade to 10th grade, I would get rejected a lot, but I would get a lot of girls as well. Don't get it messed up. But I would get rejected a lot. After 10th grade, I didn't too much get rejected that much. I switched schools. A lot of things changed. And, I was just getting older. Girls telling me I'm too smart. Like, oh, no, you're handsome. They would tell me I'm handsome. They would tell me I look good. They would tell me all of that. I dress well. I look good. Even on Instagram, I had an Instagram in 6th grade. They would give you the to be honest. To be honest, you cute. You can dress. But you short. Ooh, I fold you, but you short. Not only that, in person, I'm putting my Mac down. I'm pressing girls like, yeah, what we on? So what we doing? Tell me I'm too short? But that's was my answers. That's what I got. So if you're me and you're actually in my shoes, I'm too short, there's nothing I can do about that. I don't care what you say, elementary school, middle school, high school. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm just short. So I go on to the next and I shoot my shot. I wasn't saying shoot my shot then, but now that I look back at it, jumper it never stopped. It never stopped. My jumper was, even if they, bam, shoot you down, no, too short, too short. I'm still shooting. Because one thing I learned with my brothers, and being up all night on the phone with these girls, or going to the mall and making a bet and putting money in a pot and see who get the most numbers, is just a number game. It's a number game. Yeah, you're going to get rejected. If you talk to 100 girls right now in the mall, you're going to get rejected by a lot of them. but you're also gonna get accepted by a lot of them. The more people you talk to, the more people you open your mouth to, the higher your chances. It's 8 billion people on this earth. It's common sense. If this one not messing with me, on to the next. The next one is always the best one. And that's just how I grew up. Anybody ever rejected me, I never felt it because I'm next. What's next? By the time I got to high school, I would say like towards the end of 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. But even in 9th grade, 10th grade, don't get me messed up. I'm seniors, yes. Seniors, yes. Went to Lakeside as a freshman. I was getting the seniors. High school turned me up. I had a little growth spurt. I was getting into myself. I think puberty really hit me in high school. And it started to, everybody look a little older. They got a full beard. My shit just in. I just woo. But my confidence got me through the door. North Atlanta High School is a school that was built in Buckhead, a rich area of Atlanta, Georgia. $156 million in it. Man, my mom moved around the city a lot so that we could be zoned for these schools and we can get a good opportunities and proper education. And she did just that. But not only that, when you would get into schools like this, see, I went to school with Regina Carter, Lil Wayne's daughter. She had literally a red Ferrari she would pull up, and then there would be, man, it was the time where T Grizzly dropped his first day out, and all the Detroit guys came to Atlanta, and they was going to that school as well. It was so much going on. But man, going to an upscale school like that and seeing so many different things, it really broke my paradigm and like, oh, okay. Because before then, I was going to some decent schools like Emmett Middle School. It's near Piedmont Park in the city. I went to Centennial Elementary School in the city as well. But elementary school and middle school, you really don't see too many kids like really showing their personality and, really getting into their personality. They probably just getting into their personality. Like, I paid attention to my clothes and what I was wearing in middle school, and so were other people. But high school, when I got to North Atlanta High School, man, it was literally rich kids. They would pull up in Bentleys and all type of stuff and wearing the finest clothes that I've never seen. Balenciagas on their feet, Balmain jeans, crazy book bags. Like, these were rich kids. Their parents literally was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta or Love and Hip Hop, or I told you, like Lil Wayne, and there's so many more people I can tell you. But I really appreciate that my mom put me into that school, because even to this day, I still have a lot of those relationships with those friends from those schools. After I seen that, it really was a challenge. It really was more like a challenge. Not knowing I'm living in it, like, this is the richest school I could go to in Georgia. Probably in the United States. Facts. Go do your research. North Atlanta High School. But this, one of the richest schools, and these girls came with it. These guys came with it too. And it was little old me from the south side of Atlanta, Georgia. Your mom moving around, getting me into these schools. But I was coming through there like, hey, you feel me? I'm putting my clothes together and I'm still bagging yours. That's just what was going on. I'm talking better. I'm moving better because I know this is in me. This is what I've been doing before I got here. But I really got to apply the pressure because, boy, they was like that. They was like that, man. I want to go in detail with and name drop, but, man, I was bagging girls that their parents was rappers. Straight up, I want to say names. Like, if you know me from high school, go ask my peers. On God, go ask my peers. I'm talking about the girl, she coming in full pocket full before full pocket full was even a thing. Facts. She coming in money in the front. Them the ones I was bagging. And I also saw a lot of different stuff, man. Ain't no cap. Some of those girls up there was a little hard and bougie and would reject me. And, they get, man, they'd do a lot. Because they was lit. They was up there. Their parents was the shit, and they was the shit too. And they was talking and walking like it. And a guy like me, I just figured out what I could do. Like, you know what I mean? That was one time I really realized that, dang, It ain't all about communication and your skills and how you feel about yourself. But this is school up here. They playing like they got these clothes on. They putting this shit on. It's a fashion show up here every day. Facts. It's a fashion show up here. It's a car show up here. Facts. That's the school I went. I ain't had no car at school. You feel me? Boom. Started macking up there. I'm learning up there. I figure it out. Shout out to this one girl on my bus. Her name is Mimi. Shout out to Mimi. But man, Mimi was on my school bus, and I told her I was finna go to Westlake with my brothers, and she was like, "Boy, you gonna get all the girls." She said, "Yo, little light skin there with the earring, and you just got your ear." I got my ears pierced in 9th grade. Facts. She like, "Oh, you just man, you gonna get all the girls." I swear, woo. But I was already like that in North Atlanta. But I didn't realize why she said that until I got there. When I got to Westlake, which was the last school I went to and I graduated from, I went to so many schools. That's why I know a lot of people around the city. And I went to Westlake. It's on the south side, but further past like where I'm from, past Old Nat, past Riverdale. It's Union City and over there. It was so easy and sweet to bag these girls at this school. It didn't make no sense. But I think it was only that easy because of the school I had just came from. Ain't no school gonna be harder than that one. Facts, straight up. I just came from the richest school in the freaking Georgia, in the freaking country. You know what I mean? It was $156 million, 11 floors, 8 elevators on each floor. It was a river that went underneath the school, a big football field. Down the other side, it was a private school off to the side. But this is where I went. And this is where I was, doing a lot of my game and shooting a lot of my shots and throwing up jumpers in the gym. You know what I mean? Other people's gyms look different. Some people didn't even go to even, diverse schools. Like, I'm having conversations with friends that I know right now. They didn't go to as many diverse schools as I went to. They didn't see their first white person. Like, literally, this is what they telling me out their mouth verbatim. They didn't see their first white person until they was like 18 when they graduated high school. They literally went to schools and high schools and middle schools that were nothing but straight black kids. Don't get me wrong, nothing's wrong with that at all. But man, I had a lot of diverse schools, and I think that helped me in the long run for sure. With my communication skills, with just me seeing different walks of life, me seeing how people grow up and come up. It was just me seeing that there was so many ways and so many options. But that's what school teaches you too. School teaches you to be a critical thinker, and that there's multiple ways to one answer. Facts. That's all that we're supposed to get from school. But let me get back on subject. Me having that upbringing, me going to those schools, me transferring to certain schools, me being around those kids and having, people with different races and being diverse and, different groups where, their parents made different money. That was a huge eye opener, and it broke my paradigm. Like, bro, I'm like, what is going on at this school? Like, this is crazy. But I was so interested. I was like, oh man, I gotta, yeah, you feel me? I gotta figure it out. I gotta make some friends. I gotta get in here where I fit in. To sum up everything, that's how my childhood was. I know for a fact how I was brought up, and the things that my parents instilled in me is the main reason for my confidence. If it's not that, then I don't know where else. I mean, you could definitely get confidence from other things, which I've had over the years. But my first initial confidence is definitely the schools I went to and what my parents instilled in me. You know what I mean? And those skills that I got from football. And nobody's better than me. Nobody's better than me. No matter how small, no matter how I show it right now and knock you know what I'm saying? Bust you on your ass straight up. As far as YouTube was even easier. So YouTube, I really took it serious 2020. But when it came to YouTube, man, I was already kind of doing like public interviews in school, but I wasn't posting them on my YouTube channel. Me and my brothers, the last school I went to was Westlake, and we had so much fun. Like, man, I was doing so much things I didn't have no business doing. I was a senior, skipping, cutting class in the parking lot in my friend's car, going down the street to Camp Creek to watch the movies with a girl and come back before lunch ends. All of the above. This, a lot of the trouble that I got in high school was on my dad's side. When I went to school over there, and it was my senior year, and I had a blast, and I really felt like a teenager. My mom really like, hey, I didn't go to no parties on my mom. Like, man. And my brother had left and went to my dad's house. Man, Westlake was the shit, man. Westlake, I saw so much at Westlake as well. Like, kids were getting car chases in front of the school, hop out on feet and dip and hit the woods. Like, that has nothing to do with my confidence, but from going to that type of school to that school, you see what I'm talking about. You see why it was like that. But back to, how did all of this confidence in my upbringing transfer into YouTube and me being able to get certain girls, or me doing videos and collabs with certain girls? It was nothing. It was easy. The things that I was doing in school was what I really wanted to do, but YouTube is a whole different ball game. And I think it was easier for me because I'm persuading or convincing a female to be in my video. There's nothing. I was already bagging the women. I was already, you know what I mean? I'm already going to my brother trailer like, hey, you got another one to pass me? I'm finna peel, twin. He like, damn, you already? Yeah, I need that. Twin to pull up on me at school. You know what I mean? And even my older brother, what he was doing at the school, he had a name, like, bro, shit was easy. YouTube, man, YouTube. I think YouTube was so easy because, honestly, I was already having the confidence and I was already doing what I wanted to do in school. So, you mean tell me I'm just persuading my peers or women to do YouTube with me and do videos with me? That's the bare minimum. If I go kick it with her and I go do it, and I ask her to let's do a video before we do whatever we go do, or go hang out or go to the movies or go to a roller skating rink, and whatever we do, decide to do it, go to the basketball game at the school, that's nothing. Because she was already going to do everything. We was already doing that. We was going out. We was going to skating rink. We was going to the movies. We was going to the basketball game. And then go to the Waffle House. We was doing all that. That's what me and my bros was doing. That's what we was doing when we had freedom. When I went over my dad's house, he like, hey, when I was really in high school, a lot of the things that my mom told me no to, I went to my dad's house and he told me yes to every single thing. And it made me feel crazy, but my little brother was like, nah, bro, this is what we supposed to be doing. We young teenagers. We this what we supposed to be doing. And I didn't really understand it. I've just felt like I was just getting hella freedom, and I was just so happy to be over. I'm like, yes, I'm finna try everything. I was the kid that, hey, bro, can you go tell dad? Can I woo? Or bro, can you go tell? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking my parents gonna tell me no. Well, my mom would tell me no to a lot of things when I was over there, so that's what I was expecting, but it was the complete opposite. And man, I had much freedom in high school that, man, I had more freedom than I was supposed to. Like one night, I'm not even supposed to be saying this, but one night, man, my stepmom was completely confused, man. It was raining. I had already asked my dad, can I go over to this girl's house? And he was like, yeah, but I was moving too late. Why did I wait till midnight on a school night to ask, can I go over? And my stepmom was not going. But my dad already said yes. So I called my dad on the phone. He was like, didn't you say I can woo? He was like, really? That's great. Yeah, he been asked me though. But it was all on me because I was supposed to go earlier, but I didn't end up going because I was waiting the girl to go to her house. You know, you being bad. You trying to, you know what I mean? But man, that's the type of stuff that was going on when I was a senior and I was going to Westlake. So man, when it come to YouTube and having confidence and DMing a girl, hey, let's do this video, let's do that, bro, it's easy. That's nothing. I can do that right now. You know what I mean? I've never, ever in my life, right hand on the Bible, paid no female to be in my video. I know a lot of guys is doing that. I know people are booking rappers and celebrities and movie stars. I personally have never, ever paid a soul to be in my YouTube videos, and that's on the God. Right hand on the Bible. Find me somebody and show me. Tell them show me the money. I think that makes sense because, especially back then, it's 2020. People are paying now because of the studio type of videos and, you know, the collabs. And before, that wasn't a thing. You did YouTube on your own on your channel, and you were responsible for the people that was on your channel and who you got. So that was too easy, man. I know for a fact the more I started to get girls and put them on my channel, it got wilder and wilder. It was as if I put this girl on my channel and do a video and then post it on my Instagram story. A lot more girls is going to swipe up because I'm getting views and they want to do the same thing. Why would I ever say no and turn that down? And it was just a cycle, and then I was just posting videos and then more girls will swipe up and I schedule the next video and I'm just like this. And it's just like a momentum train to the point where now the DMs is getting even easier. I could just show them my YouTube channel and what I post, and they'd already down before we even link in person and I really explain what I want to do. Things got easier. I know people like the famous Riley. People reacted to that one like a lot. Like that was big. But it's still a few women in there too. Like I don't like, you know, dropping too many names. But if you go look back at Iliasatl roster and the different girls that I've actually had on my channel, yeah, you probably be confused too. Cause I ain't paid nothing, Jack. That's on God. You feel me? I'm straight up asking you, hey, can we collab? I'm a YouTuber. This is what I've been doing. If you down, you down. If you not, we on to the next. And that's how I was with everything. Because I already had started off like that with my bros, just getting girls' numbers and girls telling me I'm short. She don't want to do a YouTube video. It's just like she telling me I'm short. What's up? What's next? No, new girl. You know what I mean? But we don't want to waste no time. That is how I got my confidence, and I was able to pull and bag a lot of girls and get them on my YouTube channel. That is exactly how I did that. And to this day, I've never paid a soul to be on my YouTube channel and do any of the things that they done. So if you go look back at Iliasatl or Iliasatl vlogs, I know you guys have. There's a lot of things on there. From girls being handcuffed, from me having straight OnlyFans models on my living room couch with the bros. All of that has been me, straight from me. And I'm still that way. I'm still play. I'm still as P. I'm still as confident as I was when I was born. I'm still as confident as I was when I was born. But I felt as though I definitely needed to explain to people how I was brought up and how it was pretty easy for me to actually get the girls on my YouTube channel and actually pull girls as well. Now, every girl I did YouTube videos with, I wasn't talking and smashing and banging, and some of them was just friends. But I leave that for the people to figure out. But just know, at the end of the day, whether it was friends or not, your boy persuaded them to rock with him. Get the woman. Let me chill. I'll say that for another day, Pete. But hey, another thing that I can also say, you can gain confidence from other things. I wanted to revisit that subject again. You definitely can gain confidence for other things. Your upbringing and your parents and what they instill in you can make your confidence. Yes, you can get a lot of confidence from the way you was brought up in the sports and the things that you do and how your parents are and what they instill in you. But having dreams and having goals and accomplishing them can also give you a sense of confidence in this world in general. So let me tell you one. I had always been telling my mom, my dad, my siblings, everybody can vouch, even my friends in school, high school, middle school, they'll tell you. Well, probably not middle school, but definitely high school. Any high school I went to, they'll still tell you. I always wanted to be a YouTuber, and I told people I was going to be that YouTuber as soon as I graduated high school, and I became that. And I did exactly that. So imagine, not my confidence. Let's not even go as far as confidence. Imagine my spirituality. Imagine my spirituality and me just moving spiritually. For you to tell yourself in your head and write it down and tell people that you're going to be this person or you're going to do this and actually accomplish it and do that, how much confidence you think I got from that? Seriously. Especially when your parents ain't really think or fully 100% believe that you can make money off YouTube and my son is a hustler and he can do it. They was telling me go to college and trade school. They was also supporting my YouTube channel, don't get me wrong. But I can feel when people don't 100%, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. It's cool. They're a parent. You know, that's how they supposed to be. They want to give you plan B, plan. They want to make sure their child is okay. But even when they was telling me to go to those colleges and apply for a trade school, I told myself that if I accepted plan B or planned for plan B, I'm telling myself that plan A won't work and that I can't do it. So even when they was telling me and on my ass every day, I never applied to a trade school or college. I can do that now. I made money off YouTube. I've got a following. I've got multiple channels. I stood with plan A. And proving that to your parents and your siblings and your peers gives you so much confidence. Because even now that I'm older and I've accomplished what I've accomplished, I still see those people to this day, and they know that I've told them that. I don't even get that. Even being around certain women and having goals and endeavors and businesses and things you want to do, you know it or not, everybody's watching and listening. They know if you standing on your word and everything you say you're going to do. The closest people to you. Those were the first people that I wanted to prove wrong, and I did that. So that gave me a sense of confidence as well. You can gain confidence and more confidence and more confidence and more confidence. That was just a train and a momentum. It kept going. Still to this day, it's still going. I keep proving myself. I can do this new setup. I can do this new channel. I can do this. Let's stand on business. And I also force myself. Sometimes I force myself to say my goals to my family members and people closest to me. But I say it sometimes because those are the people that will keep me accountable. I know they're going to keep me accountable, and they always do. And they always bring it back up. Even if I haven't done it right then and there, I'm going to get to it eventually, and I will do it. Facts. That's where I get my confidence from. That's how I'm able to bag as many women as I've been doing and, you know, getting them on my YouTube channel. And I'm glad I'm able to answer that question in full and detail. I've always wanted to answer this question. A lot of people always ask me, how do I do? It's no trick. It's no thing that I'm texting or finessing. It's me. It's me being me. That's all it is. Have confidence in yourself. If somebody tell you no, on to the next, brother. No means no, we going to the next. It's 8 billion. Come on. If anything, I've always been this guy like this. Try out the fish in the pond. You don't like it, throw it back. Try the fish in the pond. At least you know what you like and what you don't like. You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. This is how I was able to gain my confidence. Do what I'm doing on YouTube. See you in the next video. Yeah.